Happy Saturday afternoon, everybody. This is Chris from CD Scale Models. In case anyone isn't familiar with me, that's who I am. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Finally have some decent weather, at least where I am. And I was airbrushing a little bit today. I'm still working on that Revell hot rod, the new one that came out, the 32, the one that old Tom built that I showed you guys the weekend of Christmas, which is already 5 months ago that I showed you that. And that's kind of where I am with it. But I've been doing a lot of, sanding and things like that. But actually, I was able to get some things going. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys really quick. I was able to do some more painting. I'm going to wait a little bit more, do some more 2K. I just want to get some more things going. But I'm doing a lot of, you know, things that you normally don't do on the kit like I usually do. I try to go out of the box, as you guys know, for the most part. So I just wanted to touch base on that. I wanted to just touch base really quick on the NNL. It was 2 weeks ago already today. I can't believe it. I had such a good time at that show. And it was my first one that I've ever been to. And I will go every year. I brought two of my builds. I brought the GTX and I brought the Foose truck just to bring them. I wasn't expecting to get my picture taken with the car. I know that Model Cars Magazine was there and they put their little card in front of your build, which means they want to take a picture of it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get in the magazine anyway. But I brought the builds and it was a nice thing. And I met a lot of people not a lot, but I met a decent amount of people. I met Mr. Brian BG and Mrs. BG. They're such nice people. Oh, hang on one second. Please stay tuned. Before I forget, speaking of Mr. and Mrs. BG, he gave me a little token, which I thought was really, really cool. I have number 5, so I want to thank you very, very much for that. Very, very cool. They were nice people. We went out to dinner. There was a few people, actually a decent amount of people we went out to dinner with. I met Onyx Fierro. He sat at the table with us. I finally met Kurt from KH Model Works. I went to dinner with Chris Ortlieb, Diablo's Workshop. I went out to dinner with him and his wife. Very, very nice people. And, of course, Frank was there. Craig was there. I don't want to leave anyone out. So if I leave anyone out, I apologize. I'm trying to think who else was at the dinner. There were so many people. I met our friend from the Stash Port at the Stash Project. I hung out with him for quite a while. He's another really nice guy, and it was nice to meet him. And let me see who else I met at the show. I met Jason from Blue Ox, and I met a lot of his friends. A friend of his name is Tim. Tim is a hell of a builder. Nice guy to talk to. We were talking here and there, back and forth. Really nice guy. So, Jason, if you watch this, I know your friend Tim was kind of on the fence about getting a YouTube channel. He can get a channel and he can just, do it when he can. It doesn't have to be a super, commitment like a lot of people do. I certainly don't. But Tim's a hell of a builder and he was a really nice guy to talk to. So it was nice to meet with him. I wish they could have came out to dinner with us, but they had a long drive, so they kind of hightailed it out. Oh, and I can't forget the man of the hour, Cliff. Cliff was at the show. I finally met him. And he is everything and more that you see on his channel and his live streams. Cliff, I love you. You're great, man. We had such a good time. He was at dinner with us. He sat in. I had the best seat in the house. I was next to Cliff. We were laughing all night. It's amazing I didn't choke on my meal. He had me in stitches. He's a hell of a nice guy. And again, if I'm leaving anyone out, I do apologize. If anyone doesn't know, I don't know if anyone mentioned it, but because I cook and bake, if anyone does know what the Italian rainbow cookies are, they're the tricolor cookies. They're like little tea cakes, if you will. Frank asked me to make them. I made 2 batches, and they're not easy. It took me an entire week to make them because they're a lot of work. But I made them, passed them around at the restaurant, and I think I came home with 9. There was probably 80 of them, so a lot of people liked them pretty much, and I hope everyone enjoyed them. It was my pleasure to do it. It was just something that I wanted to do, just to say, hey guys, nice to meet you, and this is something I just wanted to say, hey, eat it and enjoy them. And everyone pretty much enjoyed them. So the show was great. I went to the vendor tables. I hit up Model Car Garage. I did a vet on my channel a few years ago. The 69 Yanko vet, the one with the luggage rack in the back that Joe Mad Genius loves to tease me on. I wanted to buy it again because I wanted to do it a little bit better in the future. I'm kind of buying my old kits again, and I'm trying to do them better, and I eventually want to do comparison videos. So I bought that. I bought some wheels. Trying to think what else I bought. I got a couple of things for Justin from J Hart Model Works because he needed a few things, so I was able to get something for him. They didn't have everything on his list, but out of the 3 things, I got him one of the 3. The other 2, they didn't have. But it was a really great, it was a long day. I went to bed the night before, probably 1 o'clock, and I got up at 4:30, left the house at 5:30, and I got there at about 10 to 7. And I didn't get home that night until probably 10 o'clock at night. Long story, but on the way home, my GPS was taking me a different route, and I just said, okay, fine, whatever. The GPS took me to another area, and I got lost, and I was getting really nervous because I was getting low on gas. I planned on stopping in Jersey because gas is much cheaper, and there's gas stations all over Jersey. And I said, I had plenty of gas to get to the show, and even when I left the restaurant, I had probably just a little less than a half a tank, a tad less. But I knew I was going to be in Jersey. I said, when I get to Jersey, I'll have a quarter of a tank and I'll be good. My GPS took me to this area that I've never been to, and I was getting nervous. It was raining out. It was windy out. It was a desolate road. No one was on the road on the other side. There were really no houses around me. It was pitch black at night. I was getting nervous. My navigation kept recalculating. And I'm just going, oh my God. I'm praying to my parents because my parents are no longer here with us. So I'm going, Mom, Dad, please just get me home to my family. I really don't care. I just want to get the hell home. And it was an interesting night. And I was just getting nervous. I was like, all right, what if something happened? God forbid a deer or a bear jumps out and then I have an issue and my car doesn't work. There was no one around. So anyway, I got very nervous, but I eventually got to where I needed to get, and I got home. But it took me well over 2 hours to get home, as opposed to an hour and 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I don't know what the hell my GPS decided to do, but anyway, other than that, I have a shop card, and I just wanted to mention this because I haven't made a video in a while. I'm sure everyone knows this guy. Henry Robbs from Mid-Century Model Works. Henry, I got your card. I haven't made a video in a while, so I don't want you to think that I've been just ignoring you or just neglecting you. Every time I get a new shop card or cards, I put them on my bench and I leave them, so when I make my update video, I know to grab them. I like his card, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if anyone else ever thought of this, or I like old movies and old television shows, especially from the late 60s and early 70s, because that's kind of what I gravitate to. Something about the shape, and I like the diamonds, and I like the letters and the colors. It kind of reminds me of I Dream of Jeannie or Bewitched. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I just like that style because I used to watch those reruns growing up as a kid in the mid to late 70s. All of that stuff. Anyway, thank you for the kind words on the back. It's a really super cool shop card, and he also sent me a magnet, which I'm going to put on the inside of my garage door. So please check out his channel. He has really, really cool stuff. Nice guy. I know he got my card, and I want to thank you. So, in case you're wondering what's in front over here, no, it's not a massage parlor lamp. I'm jumping in on Jason's Blue Ox model street group build. And it's perfect for me for so many ways. It doesn't end until December, so that's fine, number one. Number two, it's a street machine group build. That's what the build is, street machine. I'm trying to do 9 things at once here. It's a street machine group build. I love muscle cars, and I build muscle cars, but I'll just go out of the box a little bit. I'll never just build it right out of the box, factory. Even if I change the wheels or the tires or, I do a little modifications to the engine, it doesn't look like just a plain car out of the box. So that's another thing that really focused my interest. And he said he's going to be doing this every year. I really hope that he does every year do this, because now I'll have a reason to start using my kits. And I don't build a ton of kits anyway, as you guys know. I'm working on the Ford. Justin from J Hart Model Works and I were supposed to do a buddy build next. And then after the buddy build, once the summertime winds down, that's when I'm going to be able to build this. Because I really can only build 3 builds a year. I mean, if I do anything more than that, I'm fooling myself, because I just don't have the time, as you guys well know. But I just wanted to show you guys what I'm building. This is it. Vanna. Revell's 1967 Chevelle SS 396. And just to show you, in case anyone doesn't know what it looks like, that's the shape of it. And I really like this kit because the Street Burner series, for the most part, are really good. I haven't run across a Street Burner car yet that I haven't had an issue with. But there's, already I got a couple of things going on, so I just wanted to show you what I have going on in my mind. Besides, Justin put up his video. We were talking about it this week. So, I was going to do my video, and then when he got the okay that his Challenger was good, I'm like, Justin, we got to do this. There's no way we can't. So anyway, Model Car Garage photo etch set for the Chevelle. Detail Master disc brakes. And then I have Fireball Model Works tires. And as you can see, they're smaller in the front, a little wider in the back. It's not going to be a pro street. I don't do that, as you guys know. It's just going to be a little bit, more aggressive looking than the standard 396 that you would see. Colors, I have colors going through my mind, but I can't really focus right now. But I'm going to do mods to the engine. It's going to be fully wired. I'm going to put breather lines. I'm just going to, just take it a step up. And I'm sure that'll be considered a street machine. I'm not using the kit wheels. I already have an idea in my mind what I'm doing. I'm not using the stock air cleaner. I'm using a photo etch air cleaner. So right then and there is kind of where it's going to be. But I just wanted to touch base and have you guys see that I am in the build. Jason, I want to thank you for coming up with this build. I think it's a phenomenal idea. I'm looking to have fun. I hopefully should have this done by the holidays. And even if I don't have it done, even if it is done before Christmas or the New Year, I'm still going to wait till the New Year and show it, because that's kind of when it ends and it'd be a nice thing to show. But anyway, this is my entry. I hope everyone that's involved in the group build, I hope we all have a great time. And I already have an idea in my mind for my street machine for next year's build that Jason didn't even announce. It was a toss-up between this and something else. So this is what I'm going with. And I just wanted to reach out to you guys. Have a great weekend. I hope to speak to you soon. Hopefully next video I'll have an update on that hot rod. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.